Hello and welcome back to the Bookshelf Odyssey. My name is Art, and I am the host of the Bookshelf Odyssey podcast of this channel and a cozy Christmas podcast. And today I'm talking about my favorite book, A Christmas Carol. We are celebrating its 180th birthday of publication, all the way back in December of 1843. And so today I want to talk about some of my favorite characters of A Christmas Carol. Of course, first of all, is Ebenezer Scrooge. He's the hero of the story, and even though he is grumpy and mean and cruel at the beginning, you can't help but like him, or at least be interested in his journey. And then as you get to know more about him, as you get to see what has made him the way he is, you begin to feel, typically, you feel some compassion for him and some empathy. And then you're cheering him on as he's reaching the time of his redemption, And he rejoices and dances around his room. He's as light as a feather. I'm giddy as a schoolboy. Doesn't know what to do. And he laughs the first time in a long time. He laughs. And by that point, I've got tears in my face still after all these years. 25 or more times I've read A Christmas Carol. I'll have to check and see what the number is if I've kept track that long. But it's got to be around that. Another favorite character of mine is the Ghost of Christmas Present. I was recently asked if I could be in a play stage version of A Christmas Carol. What character would I want to do? Besides the obvious, I'd want to be Scrooge because, I'm going to be the star. But if I couldn't be Scrooge, I think I would be the Ghost of Christmas Present. When Scrooge is ready to and prepare to meet the second ghost of Christmas, and he begins to, see the light coming from around the corner of his door, and he sneaks over and he peeps around the corner. There's this jolly giant sitting on the throne of food, and he says, come in, and know me better, man." He just, you can't help but smile when you read that. And of course, The Ghost of Christmas Present takes you to some of the more interesting locations, including Fred, his nephew Fred's house, as well as Scrooge's clerk, Bob Cratchit. You get that classic Cratchit family scene. And then, but above all, it's that end of the chapter where Scrooge is beginning to realize that, Tiny Tim could die. And can't we do something about it? And then so brilliantly, Dickens calls back to what Scrooge said at the beginning and throws his own words into Scrooge's face. He's like, is there no help? Is there no recourse? And the Ghost of Christmas Present says, are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? And Scrooge is just cut. He's devastated. And then the Ghost of Christmas Present reveals to him, ignorance and want, the children that hide underneath his robe. That I have seen many Christmas Carol adaptations that skip that part. And I can understand, they're trying to, edit for time. But when you cut that part out, you're cutting out the main purpose for the story, which is to get people to realize that this philosophy of wanting to outlaw poverty, or to make life harder for the poor or take advantage of the poor, it doesn't work. And these are the two things we are to be aware of ignorance and want. Two very dangerous things, but so especially beware of the boy ignorance. That way lies so many mistakes that we've made. So yeah, just I'm trying to keep these quicker here, but just a couple quick thoughts on two of my favorite characters. What favorite characters do you have in A Christmas Carol? If you had a chance to perform one on stage or in a movie, which character would you want to be? Let me know in the comments below. We'll keep the conversation going there. And until next time, may God bless us, everyone.